In Austin, I stop, pause, my eyes crawl to a table. Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise, crystal chandeliers, motives reflected off the mirrors appear clear, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and raving and grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near, stay there. Remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you conceive.
Boom. Yes, it is. The truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Sorry I'm on a little late, but as many of you Thunder fans know, we just did the unveiling of the new arena. Well, Mayor Holt did, which was a great job. Kind of gave a state of Oklahoma City that was live. Hopefully, you guys got to see it and got to see the new arena. I'm going to post a couple of pictures of it here of just the outside view of some things, but I do love the look of it. I like what they did. I like that they brought Thunder Alley back. We're down 1,000 seats or so. 17 something. We're at 18.2 or 18.4 or whatever we were. So we're down about 1,000 seats. But I'm gonna show you some pictures of the renderings of what the inside kind of looks like, along with the outside. I couldn't post them all because they were so small, but I will be posting the video on my Facebook so that you guys can go and look at that as well if you want to go back and look at the postings of that. And I may try to do it here on my show. But anyway, loved what I saw from the video. Like the way that it's laid out. I like the it's a more of a here we are. We're still loud. We're still right there on the court. It seems like the suites, I don't know if they added more suites. If we lost 1,000 seats, I'm sure they did something somewhere. But I wish that we could have saw the concourse more, pictures of the concourse and how that's going to look. But I'm sure that's going to depend on the vendors. But there are some photos that we do here for you, and I just might as well go ahead and put those up so we can get into it. But I'm going to say this. I do like what they did with the new arena. I like that the glass that's outside. I do like that here. We'll just go ahead and pull it up for you guys. I did some nighttime views because I think the nighttime views really, enhance the look of the view of our city, the way that the, Devon Tower lights up and all that. I mean, I like all that, but I just like what it does for the city and just kind of pops. You can see the second picture, top right, where it just lights up and you can just see all that glass and the lights. I just really, really like that. And then the bottom left is what the arena will look like inside with the big, huge screen. And you can see that the crowd is still right there on the court. You're right there. And it just seems like that it's more of a, if you've been to Gallagher, you know what I'm talking about. It's more of a feel for that where you're right there on top of the action. You're not far away. And that was one of the reasons why we were the loudest arena inside. But I did not see the championship banner. I did not see that. That's something that I looked for when I was looking at the pictures. I said, where the hell's our championship banner? But, of course, they haven't put it out yet. Me getting ahead of myself. So that's kind of, I thought that was funny. But when you look at the rendering of the inside and what it looks like and how you can see it's almost got the wall, the kind of what they have there in the Clippers Stadium. It kind of goes up behind the backboards. I kind of like that, but FYI, people, that doesn't affect you as a shooter. It does the wave and all that stuff. I mean, it's a nice little deal for the fans, but it really doesn't affect free throw shooting. If you're going to shoot free throws, you can. That stuff is irrelevant. It really is. But it's a nice little thing for the fans to get excited. But I like where you can see how, especially the seats where we sit with Randy and Kimberly, the seats are still the same. It's right there, and it seems like everybody's more right there. I mean, you see what I'm saying? It's compact. You're right down on the arena. You're right there. So I really liked what I'm seeing with the inside view of what it is, and you can see the suites right there in the middle doing what they do. But I just like the overall feel. It seems like that it has less suites. I don't know if that's really true or not because I can't really tell so much about this. So you'd have to really blow it up to see it. But it doesn't seem like it has suites going all the way. I mean, it seems like it still has the middle suites, but they may have cut back on a little of those and added more fans. You can see Loud City that there seems to be more people up in Loud City. But it's just more compact. I like what I saw. And then when you look at the doubles, the concourse right here, where inside where you've got the people right above and club level, right above the people that are right there below. I like the interactions of what you can do right there. If some of your friends are in club, if you're downstairs, or Loud City, if that's Loud City, I'm pretty sure that's club. Right there at the second level. But anyway, when you can look down, you can talk to your boys, or you talk to your friends, or girls can talk to each other. However it works out, I like the way that looks. I love the wood paneling or the wood trim. I don't know what that is exactly. I'm not a wood guy, but I like the way that does look and come across. But the outside view of it is my favorite. I think the glass is just beautiful, the way it's all that glass and it just lights up. I like the look of it. And then when you see the picture at the left where it's just the way that it's lit up right next to Devon, and Devon has all the lighting and stuff. So I love the way they do, especially I like how they put Thunder right there going down the middle. I just think it's just going to be something spectacular. The thing that I didn't see that I thought that they were going to keep was Paycom. So I'm assuming that, if it says Oklahoma City Thunder on the top, it does not say Paycom. So I'm wondering if Paycom is still the sponsor, the title sponsor. If they're not the title sponsor, how exactly does that work? I'm not sure, but it says Oklahoma City up on the top of the roof instead of Paycom. So I don't know if Paycom has already ended it or what. So anyway, those were some things that I thought was interesting about the arena. I do like Thunder Alley that's brought back. You can see in the top right-hand photo. I like the Thunder Alley. They brought Thunder Alley back because, remember, Thunder Alley was fantastic back in the day. It's kind of changed. It's not like it was a few years ago. And those of you who got to experience Thunder Alley, like when we would park at Cox underneath, and we'd walk up. Thunder Alley was right there, and all the kids, they had all the toys and the basketball, the shooting, and they had a bunch of things for kids. And of course, it only takes one idiot to fire a gun. Now, of course, it was down in Bricktown. It wasn't really close to Paycom, but still at the same time, ended all that. It's just idiotic. People are stupid. I don't understand these idiotic people. It's like, why can't you guys just, it's like the Kansas City Chiefs thing. Why do you have to do something stupid? Why? If you're going to be an idiot, go effing be an idiot over in your neighborhood. Go be an effing idiot wherever you are. But the rest of us are having fun. Let us have fun. Try to have fun. You guys get siege running to each other and you got to be all bad. Dude, go do that somewhere else. The rest of us want to sit here and enjoy ourselves. The rest of us want to enjoy the parade. The rest of us want to enjoy all the things we can enjoy. That's what we want to do. If you want to gangbang and be a dumbass, then go be a dumbass somewhere else. And that way y'all want to kill each other, fine. It's to me, I don't understand the whole premise of the gang killings. I don't get that. Never have. I understand the belonging in the gang ties, that I get. I have friends that are in gangs and have been in gangs their whole lives and, have retired out of it. Fortunately, they did not die. And I have a lot of friends that have passed away. My sixth grade graduating class, I think there's only 7 of us still alive, 6 of us, something like that, because a lot of them had been killed, shot by gang stuff. I mean, it's just one of those things. Everybody has decisions. You reach a fork in the road. You go left or you go right. You pick which way you want to go. You have to make that decision on what I want my life to be. I tell my kids when I train them, and I'm in training, I'm like, listen, guys, you have to make a decision at some point. Not me, you. So one of my kids last night, Liam, I was talking to him. I was like, bro, you been doing your stuff? Yeah, coach, I can't get in. That's the only time I can come. I go, I understand that. But you got to figure out, okay, if I can't come at this time, I got to work out my schedule where I can come another time. I promise you, your parents will be fine with that. If you want to get to the gym, I promise you guys, your parents will make sure you get there. They'll make sure you get to the Y, or they'll make sure you get to Santa Fe where we're at, or they'll make sure you get to the Hive or wherever. They will make sure you Trae Young. They will make sure you get to where the hell you want to get to if you want to get there. That's all. That's basketball. That's football. That's baseball. That's soccer. That's gymnastics. That's softball. That's baseball. That's whatever it is. If you want to go, your parents will make sure you get there, or your coach will make sure you get there. In my case, my parents worked 2 jobs because they did not want people paying for my stuff, for me to pay for my shoes or to pay for my gloves or pay for my equipment. They worked extra jobs so that second jobs, so that they could pay for that stuff. And my coach came to pick me up. Or my sister would come get me, or my brother would come get me, or somebody would come get me. But I got to where the hell I needed to go because I wanted to go there. But it's up to you to get that fork in the road to decide which way you want to go. And these guys that do gangs, I get it. I understand. I've got friends like that, like I said, have been in gangs. I get it. But there was a different road you could have chose, and you didn't. And when you look at what the Thunder have done, taking away 1,000+ seats or whatever it is. Somebody had told me it was 12,000 seats, and I think it's 17 instead of 12. I was like, 12,000, I don't think the NBA is going to let you have a 12,000 seat arena. But it was 17,000, and I see what they've done, and I like what they've done. They've cut down on some things and added some things. But the view of it, the way that it looks, is magnificent. As deserving as our team should, because they are the reigning NBA champions. Now, when the season starts, we'll be the reigning defending champions. We'll be the defending champions. But right now, we are the champions. There's no defending because the season hadn't started, so we are the champions. So I think it's fitting that our city gets that. I think it's fitting that the team gets that. I think it's fitting that the NBA has a new arena. I think it's fitting that a smaller market like ourselves can benefit and can get this sort of notoriety. Now, what does that mean? That means we are going to get an NBA All-Star game at some point because we do have the ability to now. We're getting more and more hotels that we can do that. We got Mayor Holt and his vision. We've got the 2028 Olympics that we're going to have that's coming in 2028. We've got what? We've got softball here. Devin set the record this past year for the most people to come watch a softball World Series, which, of course, remember, they wanted to take the NCAA, to being the idiots that they are, wanted to take it away from Oklahoma City, which to me still to this day makes 0 sense. Who the hell you have in charge? Why would you have the Softball Hall of Fame at the top of these facility, at the top of the field, and you want to take that away where little girls can come in from all over the country and be able to walk up into the college Softball Hall of Fame and see all the previous women who were dominant, the stars, and you want to take that away? Why would you do that? Why would you want to do that as a coach? Now, teams, I get it because they're saying, oh, you dominated or whatever. Well, get better. What did Barry Switzer say? Coach, what did he say one time? They're talking about running up the score. Hey, y'all get better. What did Billy Tubbs say? Get better. Get better. Don't cry. But if you don't like us scoring 100, stop us. Get better. You know what's running up? We're handing it, Coach Switzer, we're handing it off to the fullback in the wishbone. It ain't my fault because my fullback is better than everybody on your defense. Get better. People, look at what Oklahoma City has to offer. We have gold medals we're going to hand out in canoeing and all that stuff here at our beautiful Oklahoma River. We've got one of the state-of-the-art canoeing and, oh, my God, I forgot what the name of the other thing is. I'll think of it in a second. Facilities there with Devon and Chesapeake, what they did there. Once again, Aubrey McClendon, the architect of what? Of what this city, bringing the city up to what it's looked like. Let's give the man the props on what his vision was for this city. Let's give Clay Bennett props for doing what? Having that vision, the same vision, and to follow through. Their goal was to do what? Bring a championship to Oklahoma City. They achieved that in 17 years. We thought we'd do it faster, but 17 years, too bad Aubrey's not here to witness it. I'm sure he's looking down, though. So what is our city doing? Our city is growing. Our city is getting more and more, not gratification is not the word I'm looking for. It's getting more and more notoriety. It's getting more and more appreciation. We're in the center, guys. We can go anywhere. I saw Mayor Holt said that we're going to have a nonstop flight to Cancun. I don't personally like Cancun myself. I don't want to go there, but those of you who want to fly to Cancun, it's all up to you. I don't want to do that, but, whatever. I want to get back to my straight flights to NYC. That's what I want to get back. Straight flight to Kansas City, straight flight to Chicago, stuff like that. Places I want to go. I don't want to go to Cancun. I mean, that's fine. I lived in Puerto Rico for a year. I get it, which is the one reason why I'm not a lake guy. After living on the ocean of the Caribbean, however you want to look at it, lake water don't do it for me. Lake water don't do it for me. I tell people I used to love the lake. After I did that, I'm like, not so much the lake. I want to be able to see my feet. I want to see what's down there. There's something about the ocean. There's something about the salt water. It's stuff about that I like, me personally. But anyway, back to the Thunder. I just like what Oklahoma City's done. I like the way that Mayor Holt had laid out all the things I talked about. The canoeing, all that, how we're going to be handing out trophies, gold medals, that we are at 9 o'clock in the morning where nothing else is going. Because remember, in L.A. it's 7. It's 9 o'clock here. It's 10 o'clock in New York. It's 10 o'clock in the East Coast. So we're going to be getting love. We're going to be getting all this stuff. Softball is, 9, 4, and 8 or something like that, where softball's going to have its own viewership no matter what. But the fact that we're going to do that, hey, Randy, yes, if we did have YMB Waters, we would have all those flights. Plus, it's not lake water. No, it's not lake water. YMB Waters bomb. Bro, can I get my case, bro? I'm just saying, bro, can I get my case of YMB water? I'm out of it. I need to give me a new case. What's up, Angel? How you doing? Randy, by the way, what is your view of the new facility? I mean, the new arena. I saw where the seats are right there. They look like we're almost closer than we were before. I don't know if you've had a chance to break it down, look at it like that, but it seems like that the seats for the new arena are closer where we sit than where we were before. I don't know. Do you think that or no? Anyway, I like where the city's going. I like what our notoriety. I like everything. I can't wait to people to see it. Guys, we're right in the middle. If you want to fly to Dallas, it's a 30-minute flight to Dallas. Boom, catch another flight, go anywhere you want to in the world. We're right here. We're right in the middle. Your 3-hour drive, your 15-minute or 30-minute flight, 45-minute flight to Houston, 45-minute flight, or an hour was longer than that to Kansas City because you got to do stops. But it used to be a 45-minute hour flight to Kansas City. We're positioned perfectly, especially if you are a husband and a wife and got kids. Great schools. I know a lot of the kids. I know a lot of the parents. A lot of the teachers. Some of the coaches. It's great. They haven't decided on the size. It looks closer. Well, they said 17,000. That's what they were thinking. I'm hoping. But I saw something that said 12,000, Randy. But I'm like, 12,000 seats? The NBA is not going to allow a NBA arena to have 12,000 seats. There's no way that's going to happen. 17, great. But the seats, as long as they have big enough room for my big old butt to be able to squeeze comfortably, because that's what you and I loved about our club level seats, is that you have enough room so you can actually sit down and rest. Now, hopefully we'll sit up higher so the idiots in front of us who want to stand don't bug us. I hope that, you get those 1 or 2 people who aren't used to coming to games, which you always get. I hope they don't stay ahead away from my section, but that sort of thing. But anyway, that being said, I love the new arena. I love the glass. I love all the lighting. I love all the things the way it lights up. By the way, Randy, have you heard of is Paycom? Are we going to have a new new facility, or is it still going to be Paycom? Do you know that yet? Angel, did you know that? If somebody could look that up for me, I'd appreciate it to find out if we have a new sponsor for that. I would assume Paycom is going to stay there because I did not see the old Paycom arena. in any of the renderings. I did not see that. So clearly they're going to tear that down because you had a clear view of the Omni and they had something there. So I saw that. But I'm interested to see how that works. But I like what we've done. The arena is going to be smaller, which means it's going to be more compact, which means it's going to be even louder, which means it's going to have even more of a college feel. But it's more beautiful. I like the wood. I like the way that it's laid out. I like the intimacy that it's going to bring. I like that. Hopefully they're going to have more bathrooms so we can not have to wait in line for that. Or like Randy and I do, we leave a little bit early before halftime or before whatever, before the end of the game so you can go to the bathroom. Because you got to wait in long lines if you wait to the end. So hopefully they would have fixed that issue. I don't worry about the women. I don't know about their size. I'm worried about us as men. But anyway, by the way, Randy, hopefully they're going to keep the bar at the same place, right? We walk up, there's the men's bathroom, there's the bar. Is that going to be, can you have any connections with that? He and I have become spoiled in the last 17 years because you walk up like 5 steps or 6 steps, there's the men's bathroom, there's the bar, there's the food. So where we sat, it was perfect for that. We had everything right there. It was just really easy. We were right close to the food. Kind of like my guy, Mark Long, when they walk up, he has to walk up considerable more steps because he sits right behind Sam Presti. So he has to walk up, he and his wife Maya, they have to walk up several more seats to get where they got to go. But that being said, he still has food. By the way, some of the best barbecue in Oklahoma City is right there. And then they have the bar, but they don't have any men's bathrooms close by, so I don't know about that. Paycom stays the name of until the new arena, then the new game. There's a bar. Do I need to put up the picture of me and you? Things haven't changed from us at Oklahoma State sitting in the cold when it was freezing, drinking beer, watching football, compared to us drinking beer now watching basketball. Do I need to put those pictures up, Randy? I can easily do that. But anyway, Randy says Paycom will be the name of till the new arena comes up. So hopefully that'll stay the same, that we have a new arena. But Angel, we were talking about the new arena, and Angel, since you just got on, I will pull that back up so Angel, you can get a good view of the new arena. Since you haven't had a chance to look at it. Let me see. What did I do? Oh, here we go. There you go, Angel. Here's the new arena and what it looks like, and what I was talking about the seating and how beautiful it is. I love the glass. I really love the aesthetics of the arena outside and inside. I really love that wood inside. I mean, I really like the wood inside. But the aesthetics of it, yes, that was you, because that was me right next to you. So hell yeah, that was you. You were my roommate, so you have no choice. Don't try to act like that wasn't you. But anyway, I love the view of where you can see Devon Tower. You can see the OKC thing on top, because since, like Randy said, the new arena has not been named yet, I'm assuming Paycom is going to go ahead and, since their headquarters is here, I'm assuming they're just going to go ahead and take the new arena. I would assume. I mean, why would you not? That's insane if they wouldn't do that. Angel. Yeah, Angel, I think it looks clean. I like how right next to the Devon Tower where they have Thunder going right down the middle. I love the way that it looks. I love with the city facing out northeast towards my house. You can't see my house, but it's back in one of those lights back there. I love how that part is showing. The inside of it, though, I like the big, huge screen, which you can't really tell how gigantic that screen is because the guys look small on it. But I like that. I like how that back wall goes all the way up, like almost up. It looks like it goes all the way up through Loud City, which I do like the way that is. I like the new arena. I like how they've laid it out. Like I said, it looks like it has less suites than it did before. I still like the crowd being right down there on it. And it looks like what they did is they like squeezed everybody down closer. I like the way that symmetry, the way it looks. It just looks clean. I like it. I agree, Angel. It just looks clean the way that they laid it out. I really, really like the new arena. But the outside of it, Thunder Alley, not going to be what it was before, which I do miss. Like I said before, I do miss that part of it. But when you look at the new arena, you look at how it's laid out, I am so excited about what's going to happen. And it's going to be 2029, 2030, I believe, when it's... No, it does not open. They're just now tearing down the the old Myriad Cox Convention Center, Prairie Serve, whatever. They're just now demolition, all of that. So it's going to be 2029. Is that right, Randy? 2029 or 2930? Is that when it is? Do you remember? Is it 2020? I want to say for some reason it's 2028, 29. For some reason, I don't know why that's in my head, but for some reason I think it's 2028, 29 season. I believe it's when it's gonna open, if it does, when it does. So for some reason that sticks in my head. It may be 2930, but for whatever reason, for some reason it's 28, 29 is when it sticks in my head. So that being said, I want to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors and appreciate their support. Randy Paycom says, no on name of new arena, wants to bid on the land where the old arena is against. Oh, okay. Against Thunder owners. 28-29. Okay, good. Thank you, Randy. Paycom says no on the new name. Anyway, one thing our sponsors, SRB, if you have needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, hit our guys up over there. They love to take care of you, especially if you have a water treatment plant in your city or your county. They will make sure that you have clean drinking water. And who the hell doesn't like that? My guy, Jose Fierro, go hit my guy up. He'd love to take care of you, especially if you need dirt, rock, or sand to be moved. He is the dude to take care of that. And of course, my guy that I'm talking to, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the OKC area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or go into the main bank, 401 Elm, 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon, Oklahoma. YNB Eastward is off the Parkway, 66 or 39th Expressway. YNB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. YNB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks, just south of I-40, right in front of the hospital. Cannot miss it. And, of course, YNB Peoples located in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. Does he like clean water? I don't know if he does or not. I wouldn't know. That's more your guy than my guy. And then, of course, the House of Creed, handcrafted since 1760. We will be there tomorrow. Creed Cologne at the Creed counter at Penn Square Mall at Dillard's. We will be there tomorrow unless it rains again like it did last month. We haven't been there in a couple months. But we will be there this coming Thursday doing the show live there at the Creed, the House of Creed, handcrafted since 1760. As they always say, Matt, remember, pick the best for your best. And there are the locations that you can go into. Tell them that you saw our ads here, saw us on the Unpopular Hour with Matt Clark, and he sent us in. They will give you some free samples and take care of you. I promise you, it's worth it. This stuff smells so good. It is really, really delicious. I cannot tell you how good it smells. I cannot get it. I mean, I can't tell you. It's really, really good. So, but anyway, now back to the Thunder. I like what we're building. We have our summer league going on right now. We kind of struggled a little bit early in our summer league. Thus far, we struggled. I'm not going to say we didn't, because we did. And we had lost 2 of our first 3 there in Salt Lake City. And then we've come back and won 3 straight here in the Vegas, which is where, which is the good thing about Salt Lake City, which is what we talked about, just trying to get us started. And can I say, A.J. Mitchell's a beast? Can I say A.J. Mitchell is an absolute monster? And he's been playing really well. And you can tell the fact that he's been playing with with our regular team, our A team. I don't know, how do I call them? Not the professional team, but he's been playing with SGA, J-Dub, and Chet. So you can tell. Because he's a man among boys when it comes to the summer league. He's just doing whatever the hell he wants, however he wants, as he should. Because he's playing against guys who aren't playing in the league. So, therefore, he should do what he does. And when you look at that and look at what we're doing as a team, it's kind of hard to really not beat them up, but to go, man, we're looking good. But at the same time, I want us to be better. I want us to do better. And when I look at, here are the stats from yesterday's game against the Magic. Our defense is still our defense, which is why we're winning. A.J. Mitchell's doing what A.J. Mitchell does. And I can say Brandon Carlson was a beast yesterday. I don't know if y'all got a chance to see the game, but he was an absolute beast. But A.J. Mitchell's doing what A.J. Mitchell does. Topic, I don't remember the last time he's made a three. I want to say he was like 0 for 17 or something like that the last time I checked. So I don't know if he made it. I need to go back and see if he made a three in his game before this, because he was like 0 for 15 or 0 for something stupid. So he can't shoot. He can shoot free throws, but he can't shoot. Now, handling the ball, he is absolutely magnificent. Passing, seeing the floor, he's got great vision. Reminds me of Josh. Not as tall as Josh, but his vision is just as good as Josh. I like what I see with him. But you can see 8 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, another 5 turnover game, 4 fouls. I worry about him defensively a little bit more, but I do like him. I'm not going to say I don't. I do like him. I think he'll be fantastic with that second and fourth quarter team. Now you can go back to playing SGA first and third quarter, the full first and third quarter. Now you can play him in the second and fourth to start out with J-Dub and Wiggins and Queso or Caruso, whichever one, and with Chet or iHeart, however you want to do it, doesn't really matter. Put those guys in there, and now you've got a guy who can handle the ball and who can also get us in our offensive set. So I do like that part of what I see from him. His vision is sick. I mean, he does, Randy, I'm going to give you a compliment. He reminds me of you. He can see the floor. He can really, really pass it, and that's the thing that I like about him. Now, excuse me, you shoot a lot better than he does, but that's his only weakness. And defensively, that worries me a little bit too. But for the most part, I like what I see from Topic. Offensively, yes, but he has got to be able to shoot the basketball, because if he can't shoot the basketball, then how are we going to have him on the court at the end of games? So that means that's going to go back to where you have SGA, J-Dub, Chet, Caruso, and Dort. That's going to be your end of game team, which is okay. We want to chip with it, and it's not going to mean that's the thing I tell people. You know, for us to repeat, you got to add to something, and the thing that we're missing, and because what Isaiah Joe brought to us, and I love Isaiah Joe, what he brought to us, he no longer gives us. So that's something that we're going to have to replace. Now, he can go give that to somebody else because he is efficient. He can shoot it and all that, but he's got to going to have to go give that to someone else because they have taken him away from his spot and what he does for the Thunder. So we've got to figure that part out with Isaiah. Now, that being said, you look at what we are as a team. You look at SGA, which is the MVP, which I think he should have won 2 years in a row. So he's going to come back next year, and what does SGA got to work on? His three-point shooting. It improved from where he first started with us 6 years ago compared to where he is now, 100%. Now he's really, he was, as Nathan and I had said many times on this show and our After the Storm OKC Thunder postgame show, that we were frustrated watching him because it's like, bro, what are you doing? Quit shooting so much. What did he shoot in the finals? Game 7, 8 times, 9 times, 1 for 7. Now he hit a big one, 2 for 8, whatever, 2 for 9, whatever it was. So those are things that he has got to improve his three-point shooting. His mid-range is unmatched. He's an upgrade of DeMar DeRozan, and DeMar DeRozan is a beast. So he can do that, but he can also finish with either hand, which you have to be able to do. He can use his left or right, finish at the basket. The fade away where he dips, boom, fades away. And that stupid idiot which needs to go back to doing college only. He wears me out. I'm not going to say his name. He wears me out. That was on BBC. Dude, go back to college. You're terrible. Tell me, oh, well, he's pushing off. You were a decent college player. You're very average. I'm going to give you that. And then you come out and you're going to try to tell me what NBA players do, and you do college games, you're a college analyst. The hell you doing calling NBA games? You can't do it. You have no idea what the game is about. They all do that. You dip your shoulder, you bump, boom, you hit them, you bounce out. It's the NBA move, bro. Is it a foul? Probably. So it's what it is. It's the move. And if you did know basketball the way you say you know basketball, refs give you what you have. If Kareem he would skip almost 90% of the time on his hook shot. As a walk. But what they do is they would give it to him because that's his move. They give you what your move is. James Harden, he had his double step back. It was a travel. They gave it to him, and then they had to take it away because of the simple fact other people started doing it, and it's a clear walk, and you're changing the way the game is really done in an obvious manner, which is why they took it away from him. But you can't just go out there and sit there and talk about players. Doris Burke, she's terrible. Talking about Jay Billis, since I said Doris Burke, Jay Billis. You're terrible. If you don't like us, that's fine. But as a person who's done color commentary before, if I didn't like a team, okay. If I didn't like a coach, okay. If I didn't like a player, okay. I'm not going to take my feelings and put them out there on the air. I'm not doing that. That's not professional. That's not how you handle your job. You're out there to call a game, regardless of who you like, who you don't like. It's irrelevant. You're out there to call the game both ways for both sides. And when you look at Tony Romo and with the Dallas Cowboys, he's harder on the Cowboys than he is anybody. Why? Because that's his squad. He's almost worse. We had a guy that used to referee our games all the time. And, he was hard on us. Like, bro, Jimmy. I'm like, man, what are you doing? But why? He wanted to go overboard the other way. And it kind of frustrated you, but at the same time, you understood and you appreciate the fact that he's trying to say, listen, they can never say that I wasn't this or that I was a favorite. They can't say that. You have no favorites. You have to be like I told him, bro, you got to be even. You can't be for one side or the other. You can't be against me or for me or whatever. You just got to be whatever it is, it is. Be that way. You can't be for somebody or against somebody. You just call the game the way it is. That's what you do. That's your job. It was my job. And that's what I tried to do. And now, when I look at our team, and tonight I'm going to try to do a show. I'm going to try to do the show tonight where we're going to do all the Thunder grades. And now after the Thunder game, not after the Thunder game, we're going to be doing it during the, we'll be 4-0. If we win tonight, then we'll go ahead and play in the championship round for the Summer League, which, of course, to me would be great. You win the Summer League championship, you win the cup, and then you win the chip. The NBA championship, for those of y'all who don't know what the chip is. You win all three of those. That's never been done, I don't think. I don't think anybody has won the Summer League championship, won the cup, and then won the championship. Now, last year, I know nobody's won the cup before and the championship. And I believe we put that on the coach, dude. If he had called the game right, Milwaukee should not have beat us. Should not have beat us. But that's what I would like to see. How about that? What a trifecta would that be, guys, wouldn't it? You win the Summer League, you win the NBA Cup, and then you win the NBA Championship. What a trifecta. That would be something that would be almost damn near impossible to replicate. It would possibly be possible to replicate either winning winning the Summer League and winning the the NBA Championship. It might be something you could do winning the Cup and the Championship. But to win all three, the start of the NBA season, which is Summer League, you win that. The middle part of the NBA season, which is the Cup. And then you finish the NBA season off with the championship. What does that do for the Thunder? What does that do for all our haters? What does that do for all the people who dislike us so bad, which I don't understand? I don't understand the hate. I just don't get it. I mean, I get some we're a small city. I get that. But it's cool to live. It's cheap to live here. And if you're making millions of dollars, like, for example, SJ can make $70 million a year. Bro, you can do a lot of things in Oklahoma City with $70 million. You live in a nice neighborhood that everybody just can't be going through and checking him out. Trust me, those police are not going to let that happen, especially knowing that he lives there and where his house is. I can promise you, they have multiple patrols going through there on a daily basis. I can promise you they're probably by there every 15, 20 minutes. I can promise you they're driving by his house to make sure that everything's okay. I can promise you that. I know the neighborhood. I can promise you. You ain't just driving through there. If they catch you going through there too much and you don't live there, they're gonna run your tag and they'll find a reason to pull you over. And they'll pull you over for going 1 mile over. What you doing here? What you want? Why you here? They don't play over there. I can promise you, which is good. That's what I'm saying. It's very safe to live in this neighborhood. It's very safe to live in Oklahoma City. Mayor Holt was talking about how all of our crime rate and all that stuff is going down. I don't get the hate. Why you hate us? I mean, you weren't hating on us 5 years ago when we were getting smashed. When me and Randy and Mark were at the games, Mark Long and Randy Wright, we were at the games. We were the only ones there. Well, not the only ones, but there were 8,000 or 9,000 there. There were people. Oh, there were 14,000 attendants, and we all looked at each other like, "Where the hell were they at? 14,000 where? Paid seating? Yes. Attendance? There's no way in hell there was 12,000 or 14,000 people. We hold 18. There wasn't no way. But we were there. When I first started doing this show, we were there when nobody was there, but we saw something. We saw what Sam Presti was doing. And what he learned his lesson from Team 1, which Kevin Durant, Harden, and Westbrook, and Ibaka, he learned something from that squad. You have to draft well to fit the pieces. But you don't have a nutcase, you don't have a head case like you had Russell Westbrook. Doing the things and, stuff that he was doing. You don't have that. And people get mad at me all you want to, but those are facts. Y'all can love him all you want to. I didn't. I saw what he did. I watched what he was doing. I'm like, you ain't doing nothing good for us. But this team, what did you do? The first thing you did, you got rid of Chris Paul. You got rid of Schroeder. You got rid of Gallinari. You got rid of Paul George. And first of all, you got rid of Paul George first and Russell Westbrook. Then you brought in the SGA, Chris Paul, Gallinari, that group. Then you got rid of Gallinari, Chris Paul, Schroeder, all of them. Kept SGA, kept Dort. Then you added, I want to say it was K. Richard Wiggins. Then you added Josh, Josh Giddey. Then you added Chet, J-Dub, J-Will. Then you added who? Queso. Then to finish it all off, you added iHeart and Caruso. Now this year you come back and you've got everybody under contract. We're still not in the luxury tax, so we're still fine. But it's not this year, 25, 26, that you got to worry about. 26, 27 is when things start hitting the fan. 27, 28 was when everything really hits the fan because it's when SGA's contracts and J-Dubs and Chets all come to fruition. So that's when it all hits the fan. What do you do there? But you still have Queso on a low number. You still have, the salary cap will go up. But you still have Topic. You still have him. And you'll still have all these guys wanting to come here. Because I don't care what you do. If you win again in one of the next 2 years, you're going to have people wanting to come here. Especially if you win again this coming year. You have people wanting to come here. You're going to have people wanting to come to Oklahoma City. Why? It ain't that bad. Now, if you're a single man, you still got some bars and clubs and stuff you can go hang out at, whatever. But if you're married with family, it's a great place. It's cheap, easy to live, great schools, and we got great food, and with easy access, you're making all these $1 million. You can get on a plane and go anywhere. Go over to Wally Post or Will Rogers, bam, you what, 30 minutes from Dallas, 45 minutes from Houston, 45 minutes from Kansas City, an hour, 15 minutes to Denver, hour and a half, whatever, to Nashville, hour and a half, 2 hours to Miami, hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes to New York, 2 hours to L.A., hour and a half to Vegas. One of my favorite places is the Springs. You're close to there to go into the Springs if you want to go do that. You're an hour and a half to Chicago. Why would you? What's wrong with living here? Now, we do have tornadoes, so you got to deal with that. But for the most part, it's a great city to live in. And Mayor Holt did that today, talking about all the things that you got coming on with the Olympics coming up. So you have all these things that we have coming in. And the fact that we even get an Olympic venue here in Oklahoma City tells you what worldwide people are thinking about Oklahoma City. and how we're growing and how we're making a name. And where does it all start? With Aubrey McClendon and Clay Bennett's vision, getting the Thunder here, winning a championship, letting people know this is a small, big city. What can you do here? The fans support the product. It's easy to get to. It's right in the middle. You can drive here and fly here. You're 3.5 hours from Dallas. You're 6 hours from Houston. From Houston. You're what? 9 hours, 10 hours from Denver. You're 5.5 from Kansas City. You're right here where you can go anywhere you want to do. Everything's great. So why wouldn't you want to be here? And when I look at our team, and I look at what we're doing, and I look at our city, and I look at how we're growing, I look at our national, other than the media hating on us because of our Thunder, because we won, because Jokic got beat, and LeBron wasn't there, Steph wasn't there, all these boys crying because their team, their guys wasn't there. Dude, how about appreciating what we got here? How about appreciating what we got here? How about appreciating SGA? How about appreciating J-Dub? How about appreciating Chet? How about appreciating Dort? How about appreciating Caruso? How about appreciating Queso? How about appreciating Iheart? How about appreciating Wiggins? How about appreciating K-Rich? How about appreciating J. Will? How about appreciating Isaiah Joe? How about appreciating A.J. Mitchell? How about appreciating these guys? How about giving us credit for, one, we play defense, which most teams aren't willing to do. As a whole, everybody plays defense. And when your best player buys in to play defense, which people don't give him credit for, he had 5 blocks. What was that game? Game 5, what did he have? 30, 14 assists, 5 blocks, and 3 steals or something? That's your best player. Oh, he ain't the best player in the league. I still think Jokic is the best player, but SGA is right there. Do I think he was MVP this year? Yes. Do I think he was MVP the year before? Yes. Do I think he gets the credit? No. Do I think we get the credit? No. But I think people are coming at us? Yes. Am I worried? Yeah, I'm a little worried, nervous. Not worried, nervous about what we have and what we're going to be doing for this next coming year, because I still think we're missing a shooter. And you have Sober coming in. He's going to be, I believe, you draft him to replace Iheart. That's what I think. But we shall see on how it comes out. But that being said, the big news of the day is we got to see what our new arena is going to look like. We're 3-0. We play again tonight at 8:30 on what are we on? NBA TV. What are we on? Let me see. We are on NBA TV again tonight, which means we'll be on the 720. I only have. We'll be on the Fox affiliate or whatever it is, not Fox, but the one we're normally on, I believe, tonight. Yes, which you can watch it on your normal station, the normal Thunder channel. It will be on tonight at 8:30 against the Pelicans, which if we win that, we'll make sure that we're in the chance to win the finals, which is what I want to do. I want us to be able to be the first team, like I said, would be very cool. But you said tonight, 8:30 on NBA TV or the channel, 722, I don't know what's whatever the Fox Southwest channel is that the Thunder come on all the time. I don't know what it is on your TV, but it will be on there tonight. So anyway, that's going to come on. So hopefully you guys can watch it on there and watch us that. But like I said, how cool would it be to be Summer League champions, Cup champions at the middle of the season, and finish the season off as NBA champions? Because remember, the season starts with Summer League. Then in the middle, you have the Cup. At the end, you have the championship. Start to finish. Start to finish. And remember, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Start to finish. Started off winning the summer. Middle, you take care of the Cup. And at the end, you take care of the championship. That would be something that, number one, that's never been done. You're the first team to do it. Now remember, there's only one first. And that would really separate this team from the other teams. Because remember, where were we this year? 84-21, I believe, 84-21. And I don't know how many games our coach gave away. And everybody gets mad at me and going, you need to give him credit. I said, I give the guy credit. But I'm also, unlike y'all, I'm going to hold him accountable too. Y'all don't want to hold him accountable. I'm going to hold him accountable too. I'm going to give him his flowers, but I'm going to hold him accountable. You guys don't want to hold him accountable. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to let him fly. I'm going to hold his ass accountable. But I'm also going to give him his flowers, which I think is fair. So, that being said, once again, guys, new arena here got unveiled today. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see it, and we're going to do one more view of it. So let you guys that just now came on to be able to see the show. We're going to let you guys see what it looks like, the new arena. We're excited about it. Here is the new view. For those of you who've been on a while, I get you don't want to watch it because we're getting ready to get off anyway. But here is the new view of the new arena and what it looks like, which is fantastic. The nighttime view heading towards the north, shooting towards the northeast. You can see Devon Tower lit up with thunder. Then, of course, what it's going to look like. I mean, look at that beautiful. Look at it, just, man. Isn't that beautiful? The way it looks at night, I just think that's just fantastic. And then what the arena is going to look like inside, as my guy Randy Wright said, it looks like it's going to be more of a tighter fit, but I just like what I see. You can see that almost there's no difference because before, the way it is now, the 100s and 200s, there's a difference. There's that ledge in between where you can separate club from the lower level. Now you really can't do that. It's all together, which I like. There's no separation. It's just seating. I like the way that is. It makes it easier for everybody to see versus being separate. I like that. And then on the concourse, the club level versus the lower level, I think if you're at a certain level, I'm sure there's going to be some sort of cutoff there to separate those two landings. Or maybe that's just for, it's not the suites. Maybe that's suites too. I don't know what that is, but I can't wait to see the inside of it, which this coming October will be the opening. Cannot wait to see what it's going to look like. I am excited for it, especially for the first game. But you look at all the banners that we have up there from the city, from the conferences, or from our division championships. We're in the white, and then the blue is, of course, the Western Conference Finals that we've won twice. That's what those two are. So that's fine. And then I'm sure on the end of that, or maybe on the other side, I guess will be the championship banner. I don't know where the hell they're going to post that, but that's going to be cool. I can't wait to see that. So anyway, that's what the new arena looks like. I'm excited. I do have more pictures than that, but I just couldn't put them all up because they would be so small. You can't really see that many of them, but that's what the new arena looks like. I'm excited about going to see it in person. Cannot wait to do that. Hopefully, Randy, they're going to give you some season ticket holders to be able to go and get a view. So hopefully I'll be able to get a chance to go do that. That's why I'd love to be able to see that first walk through for the new arena to see what it looks like for the season ticket holders. So hopefully we'll be able to be included in that, and I'll see how that's going to work. So that being said, hey, everybody, go enjoy yourself today. I went and played golf this morning, had some good times. Boy, I tell you what, that course is tough. I love Lincoln, but kind of beat me up a little bit. My holes that I usually score on, I started out birdie, and then I went bogey, par, bogey, par, birdie. So it was one of those deals today where it's just up and down, but hit the ball good, which I've got to get myself in shape because I'm going to go hang out with my guy Dave Blake in Pittsburgh. So I got to get my golf game together before I go see my guy, Dave Blake. That being said, hey, everybody, stay out of trouble today. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy this weather. Love on your pet. If you got a boy or girl, you got a dog, you got a cat, whatever you got, rabbit, whatever your pet is, snake, whatever it is, give your baby some love, all right? Peace out. Have a good one. And remember,